It's FIDE Master John Curtis and we're at Chess School. And so today we're going to look at a few games, going to do a little bit of analysis, teach you how to attack in chess, and also I just chose a few games where you might enjoy the games. You know, there's something special outside of the ordinary wins and stuff like that. So we'll have a look at them now. And the first game we're going to look at is my game against 632. He's from Iran. Played at 93.7%. He played at 83.4. He was rated 2,263. Okay, games for 47 moves. I'm going to have a look at this game. This is 632. I played him a number of times. And here we go. So we're just going to have a look. Right, so game opened up with knight f3. Right, opponent opens up with d5. Play d3, knight there, pawn there, just trying to fianchetto my bishop. He played bishop there, and I thought to myself, well, that doesn't do anything. He's just attacking rock-solid granite there. So I played c4. And I was hoping he might take the pawn, then I'd give him a check and recapture the pawn and just have an interesting position and try to... what I try to do with players is I try to get different positions where it's difficult to find the best move every time, and if I can find the best move most times, then I'll slowly improve my position and then try to wash them away, so to speak, like a tsunami. Okay, so he played e6, played queen b3. Straight away, I'm just on this b pawn because his bishop left the pawn, so I thought, well, I'll attack it, just see what he does. Played queen to c8, and it's not a bad move at all. Anyway, I played knight c3. I just attacking the pawn. And here he played c6. Now his queen's misplaced there, so I was quite happy with that. I think I've achieved my goal. So I played bishop hits knight. Idea is I'm actually threatening to take his knight, I think, and double those pawns. Might be a strategic way to play the game. Played bishop e7, so he prevents that, and he prepares to castle. So I took a pawn, and he took back. And then I play rook c1. The idea here is I want to play bishop takes knight and knight takes pawn. And he can't take with the pawn because he'll lose the queen. So that's the plan. And he plays knight there. So now he stopped bishop takes knight because if I take the knight, he just simply recaptures with the other knight. So I played knight to d4 just to see what he's going to do. It doesn't mean it's a good move or anything. He moved his bishop back, which is logical, and I played bishop there. I thought, well, often you fianchetto your bishop here and then castle, but I thought, no, because his queen's down there, I just pin the knight against his queen, and he played queen there. He wanted to get off the pin, so it's in that position. I took his knight with check. Now, if he takes with the knight, I still take his bishop, and he can't castle, right? Anyway, he took that one, and he took that one, and then I played king takes, then I played queen check. Well, if he plays queen here, I can actually take the pawn, and if he hits my queen with the castle, I play knight takes pawn check, and I clean him up. Anyway, we'll see what he does. Played c5, so he's hitting my queen. And here, I just played knight takes pawn check. I was happy with that. He then played king back, right? King back. And I thought to myself, what's the correct move in this position? And I played rook takes pawn. Well, you see, in this position, white knights are dominating the position. His bishop's not doing anything. It's out of play. And I've got two knights. He can't castle. He can't really... I suppose he can, actually. Well, he can castle. Oh, no, he's moved his king. So I'm actually threatening rook checks, and if he takes with the queen, we play queen checkmate there. So that's a big threat. Okay. So he takes the rook off, and now queen takes. Now again, I'm still threatening checkmate, and I'm also threatening a knight check here as well, and getting my castle back with central domination. He's got 5 pawns, and I've got 7, so we've got full control over the position. Just make sure I'm recording properly. We are. Okay, let's get back to the game. Okay, so he plays queen to d8, which in this position I thought, well, I'll give him a knight check, which is a sort of a logical move. Engine suggests bringing the other knight over and sort of crippling him a bit. Yeah, so the engine actually, knights here, engine suggests bring this knight over and bring more knights in to give him lots of problems. Right, so he played king there, and I just thought, well, I'll just take his castle off. If he wants to recapture, has to put his queen on the side of the board, which he does. Now his king is sitting in the middle. So I thought I'll give him a check just to see what he does. And he played king there. And with that position, I played queen check again just to see what he does. He played king back in the corner. Well, now he's cut his castle off. His queen's on the back rank. And don't forget, and I've still got 7 pawns and he's only got 5. So I thought, let's turn up the heat. So I played knight there because his castle's still out of action. I'm threatening queen takes pawn check. I'm also threatening queen check here, which would be a pretty devastating check. Anyway, he played bishop takes knight, which is the best move. I took back, and now again I've got 7 pawns and he hasn't. Played queen there. Well, it does nothing, so I wasn't worried about it. So I just gave him a check because I can steal another pawn. And he moved there, so I stole a pawn. I'm quite happy here to steal pawns. Played queen there. Obviously, he wants to do something. I don't know what he's out to do. But anyway, I played castles. And he played h5. So now his idea is I haven't got many pawns, Johnny. I'm going to play pawn here. And queen there, and pawn takes pawn, and checkmate you down there. That's his plan. It's about 3 or 4 moves deep. Anyway, so I played queen here, and my plan is simple. Get the castle on the open file and mate him quickly. Anyway, he played pawn there. In that position, I played rook hits queen, and he played queen there. Well, I simply played queen here, threatening to change queens. He wants to open up my king, but we ignore that. We ignore the pawn. We ignore the pawn. We want to catch him while we still can. Examining all checks and captures, we play queen check. He takes, we take. He must go there. Rook takes, rook check. King takes, and pawn takes pawn. And we have 6 pawns. He's got 3. He played king there, pawn there, king there. And we just pushed a few pawns, and eventually he just died. And that's how the game went. And he resigned because he realised, oh, that's a waste of time. You got plenty of time to get a queen and checkmate me. Okay, so that was game 1. That's against ARM632, rated 2,263. And the reason why I showed that game was because I you just make sure. The board wasn't 100%. Oh, it wasn't too bad. Get that board straighter for the next game. It wasn't too bad. It's okay because you can still see the whole board. Okay, but it is straighter now. The board's straighter. I can't see the clock too well. I'll just turn that up. Okay, so here we are. So we'll bear with me 1 second. We'll just straighten that up. Go back, and now we're going to go bang, and we're going to go back into game history, and now we're going to look at the game against Sherbeck_66. We're going to show 2 games against Sherbeck_66. We'll go to the advanced section here. Opponent, It's Sherbek, S-H-E-R-B-E-K, oops, K, Sherbek, underscore 66, underscore 66, and hopefully this will come up. If it doesn't, I'll find another way to find it. Oh, we've had lots of games against Sherbek. This is my game history against Sherbek. Just make sure you can see it. Yes, you can. Oh, you can see Teddy and Kenny in the background there. And I think, is it Teddy's wearing the crown today? I think he took it off Kenny. Anyway, where are we now? Oh, you want to say hello to the Beanie Kids? Don't forget, I've always got Trusty Marshall by my side. Right, Trusty Marshall from Paw Patrol. Where are we now? Yeah, so we're looking at Sherbek 66. The first game we're going to examine was played at 98.3%. That'll be this game here. It was a 3 minutes plus 2 second increment game on chess.com. And well, I was just trying to get my rating up. I attacked the 2400 mark the other day. I actually got to 2373 or something like that. So on a 17 points short of 2400. Anyway, here we go. Right, so Sherbek underscore 66, and he hails from Uzbekistan. And knight f3 is played, and d5, pawn there. It's a queen's pawn opening. It's a Zukertort variation, right? c6, we're just keeping our pawn chain intact. And he played e3, so we thought, well, okay, we'll put the knight there. He played bishop there, so I thought, well, I'll pin the knight. Castle. The reason why I get the bishop out, if I play pawn here, I just lock my bishop in. I didn't want to lock the white squared bishop in. Because my pawns are on white squares, I don't want that bishop. Okay. I played knight b5 to d7. He played b3. He doesn't seem to be in a rush to attack my bishop. So in that case, I thought, well, I'm going to play e5. If he gives me a chance to play e5, and the whole point is, yes, he can give me a chance to play e5, because now if he takes it, I can take back with the knight, because he can't take the knight because he'll lose the queen. So his move order hasn't been exactly right. He's freed up black. Black's got a very easy game to play. So he played knight takes. Played bishop e2. It's in that position. I took his knight, and because I didn't want to develop his position, and then I played bishop d6, right? That's just to support my knight, and his bishop can't go here. And don't forget, I've got a lovely pawn chain there, so I'm okay. He played bishop hits knight. With that, I played bishop c7. Not a great move. It's not a great move, because he can actually play a move like this now. I can't castle. So that's not very intelligent by me to play bishop c7. I would have been better just to castle. Anyway, he played knight there, so I played queen there, and I thought, well, great, because it is a blitz game after all. And now I want to play a move like knight here, or do something like that, with the idea of giving it a checkmate. Anyway, he played bishop e2, so therefore I played knight to d3. Now I'm threatening checkmate, right? He has to stop that, so he played g6. Now I took his bishop. Well, the beautiful thing about taking his bishop is it's gone. That's one good thing about it, isn't it? Okay, so he played queen there, and it's that position. I actually think bishop here is probably the best move in that position. Now that I look at it, and I'm not playing fast, I played h4 over there. I gave him the knight straight away. I probably should not do that. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I think I should play bishop there. The engine's saying I should play bishop there. So, right, so I played that move. I didn't play the best move. He played queen takes knight, and I played pawn there. Idea is I'm just going for his king. he played knight f3. Good move. It puts his pieces in a good spot. I probably should play a move like knight there, but he's got this damn queen takes pawn, which is annoying. Anyway, I took a pawn off. I thought, well, I'll just take it off. And then he took back, so I thought, well, I'll just play knight here, threatening that knight takes pawn. It's a big threat. And yes, he can take this pawn, which he did, but I've got this move, castles. And now I'm confident that in this position, with my opponent having three 6 pawns and me having 5 pawns, I've got plenty of compensation because I'm threatening this big move, rook on the d file to g8 and smashing through on the g3 square. Anyway, he played queen check and I just moved away quietly. And here he thought, well, I'll play rook here. And his plan is to play queen takes knight, right? Queen takes knight, that's his plan. Anyway, so I played rook hits queen. And he played queen hits queen. If he played queen takes knight, I could have played queen to h6. But queen takes knight might have been a chance for him. But now he's got no chance after that move. Because what I do is I play this move, the queen there, and I'm simply threatening his queen, and I'm threatening to bring my queen in here with a checkmate with the castle down to the corner. And his king is under tremendous pressure. Anyway, so he played knight there and attacked the queen. Well, I put it where I wanted to put it. And then he resigned. There's no defence. That was a game against Sherbeck 66. Sherbeck _66. Rated 2,259 from Uzbekistan. Okay, so we'll just go back now. Should be able to find the other game. This time we're playing Sherbeck again. This time we play at 95.4% accuracy. I'm playing the black pieces. I played the black pieces in the last game, didn't I? And I'm playing the black pieces again in this game. So it's not like I'm showing you games where I'm just white and positionally crushing somebody. I'm showing you good, fine attacking games, giving you some idea of how to attack in chess. Anyway, Sherbeck 66, this is 95.4% accuracy. We'll see how we go here with this game. I've got to find the final game. You've got to hang in there for the final game because you've got to find the right move. I'm going to ask you to find the right move. I'll give you a quiz. What do you reckon, Marshall? We'll give them a quiz? That's right, Marshall. Marshall knows. Okay, so here we go. We're playing Reti opening by White. White Sherbeck 66, we've already told you he's from Uzbekistan. D4, Bishop F5. Again, you might notice that same theme. So if you're learning to play chess, putting the bishop outside of the white squared pawn chain. Your pawn's on white squares. If the bishop's on white squares, it's not usually a good bishop. So if you can get your bishop on the outside of the white squares, then you solve the problem of the bad bishop. Anyway, played E3 and I played E6. So now it's on the outside of the lovely pawn chain. I was very happy. Played bishop there and I thought, well, okay, I'll take it off. Engine thought that was good, okay. Played queen there, so I played knight to C6. And I don't know that that's a very good move at all. I'm not very impressed because normally you want to play C5 if you can get the move in. So I'm not happy with that move. Anyway, he played castles. So I thought I'd develop another knight. And he played A6. Like he's worried about the knight going here. I mean, is he real? Is he for sure? So I just played bishop D6 and developed a piece. And he played knight B file to D2. And his plan is very simple. If he can play pawn here in this position, he'd have a great game. So what I did was I just castled. And when he played this move, C4, I thought, okay, well, I'm going to play this move. And the whole idea is all Black's minor pieces are developed, right? All Black's minor pieces are developed. His plan was to threaten pawn here, but if he plays pawn there, I can play pawn here and fork his queen and knight. So it's a bit of a problem for him. And his bishop is not out yet, so I've fully developed. So engine says white's better. Let's have a look at what goes on. We're talking about the engine. We're talking about the white evaluation bar on the side of the board. It says white's better. He took a pawn. I took back with the knight. And here he played knight takes. I played bishop takes. And he played knight hits bishop. Well, I simply moved my bishop back. And he took the pawn off. Well, white's still better. I took a pawn, and now the position's close to equal, but it's still better for white, just slightly. But he can't take the knight. You know why he can't take the knight? Beginners! Bishop takes pawn check would win the queen. That's why he can't take the knight. Okay, so he played rook there. Now he can take the knight, so we've got to stop him from doing that. So we move the knight back. And now he played b5, b4, sorry. I think pawn here is not a bad move. Pawn e4. Not sure about that, but it looks okay. Anyway, I played queen e7, and he played bishop there. So I played rook there. Again, now threatening bishop takes pawn check. We're challenging the file, the only open file there. And at the same time, we're threatening to win the queen, which is a good move. He played knight there, and I thought, well, hold on a minute. I'll take your pawn with check because I'm going to get the queen. And he played king takes. He just missed it altogether. So I played rook takes queen. Here, he plays rook takes rook. So we gave him a check. And he played king there, so I took a pawn off. And now if he takes with the king, I play queen takes knight check. But if he doesn't, I can always take this one. So he's got a problem. So he took it anyway. So I gave him a check, went back. We played queen hits castle. And this is pretty well a reasonably easy win for Black. Black's got 6 pawns. Got a queen for a bishop and a castle. And a queen and 2 pawns, sorry, for a bishop and a castle. So we played rook there, okay. Now, he was threatening rook checks would have won the game, so we had to play rook e8. He played bishop there to hold his pawn, keep it steadfast. And it's in that position we played h5. The idea is to play pawn here, and open up this king, right? So the plan, you'll see the plan come to fruition. Of course, if he takes this pawn, b6 will trap his bishop forever. He will lose his bishop. So he can't take that pawn. He played rook back, and so now I played rook e6. It's what we call a rook lift, because the rook is lifting up to the Black's 3rd rank or 6th rank. And the idea is to obviously move it over here to threaten this g-pawn. Played rook there, so we played rook there, and now, because just in case he wanted to hit the queen, well, we can checkmate him now, so he can't hit the queen, right? Anyway, so he played rook there. Now it looks like he's threatening rook takes pawn, but again, he can't do that because of checkmate again. So he's got some problems. Anyway, so we just push the pawn, because now we're threatening to push the pawn on here. Okay, so he played king there. So with that, we moved over here to this position. He still can't take the pawn because of checkmate there, right? So he's all tied up. He's got nowhere to go. And he played bishop there, bishop hits pawn. And it's with that we played rook hits bishop. And the reason being is we're just happy to take all the pawns off. His best move is probably bishop takes pawn. And he did. So I played rook takes pawn. I was happy with that. And now he can play rook takes pawn here if he wants to be brave. However, I've got a nasty little move for him. Right, and I'm going to set a trap for him. Right. Firstly, we play rook here. Now, how does he stop checkmate? Right. Well, he's got to go back. So we take his castle off. He takes back with the castle. And then when we examine this position, I had 2 minutes and 28 seconds. He had 1 minute, 53 seconds. I thought, what's a good little trick move, right? Anyway, so I played queen to d4, threatening his castle just to see where it would go. Right, so centralise my queen. And it's in this position. He played rook there. Close that little thing there. Rook to c2. And now I envisage my queen checking him here and taking the castle. However, his king is not on the back rank. So I'm thinking, how can I get his king on the back rank? So here I played this move, which I thought was a great move. I played king there. Good way. Anyway, he played bishop there. Now I play my great move. My great move is this move. He wants to hide his bishop so that I can't take it off or attack two pieces at the same time. However, I've got a sneaky trick, and it's queen here. So we're attacking the bishop, and we're actually offering him the pawn. Now, he takes it, right? He says, oh, pawn, a pawn, I'm a queen down, I'll grab everything I can. However, unlike when Buffer says, grab all the pawns, Johnny, I've got a little trick here. I play queen to d6 check. Now, do you notice that he cannot, he can't play king here because that's checkmate there. Now, if he goes back, we give him a check here and we win the castle. So his greed taking the pawn has cost him a piece. Anyway, so he chooses to play pawn there as the better move of several evils. So we take the pawn with check. Now we've got two passed pawns coming towards his king. He played king there. I thought, well, I'll check him. Oh, no, I'll take a pawn, threaten his bishop. Now I've got 3 pawns, and he's got some serious problems. Anyway, put the bishop there, and with that, I thought, I'll give him a check over there. He'll probably attack me with the castle so he could attack the pawn. And he did. So now I give him a check here. There's only one move. He's got to put the bishop in. And now another check here. And now he's got to put the castle in. And now pawn here. And he resigns. He cannot stop checkmate next move. Queen takes rook, checkmate. So there you go. That was against Sherbek 66 from Uzbekistan, game 2. Next game we're going to show you is a game against Jay Hookham. Jay Hookham. Okay, so we're going to go back and we're going to go do the advanced search for opponent name. Where is it? Opponent? Opponent is Jay Hookham. J H to K H A M. Searching for Jay Hookham. Or Jay Hookham. I played Jay Hookham 2 games. I lost 1 game. And I lost 1 game in 51 moves. So I'd show you the loss, only it's 51 moves. I try to keep the games sort of a bit compact when I'm doing the videos. So I won't show you my loss, not because it's a loss and I'm not worried about showing you my loss game, but it's just 51 moves. And I thought, oh, it's a bit too much for the over-analysis. But here we go. We're going to show you this game against Jay Hookham. And I was playing the black pieces again. So most of these games I'm showing you today, I'm playing the black pieces. So I gave him a little start, having the first move. The game is 32 moves. It's 3 minutes and 2-second increments on chess.com. And we're going in there now to look at the game. Righty-o, Joe. I don't know whether his name is Joe. It might be Joseph or something. Right, so here we go. Whoop, whoop. Here we go. Right, and let's have a look at the start of this game. Just make sure you can see the board okay. It's clear board. Right. E4 is played. It's a king's pawn opening. We played E6. He played there. So we've got the French defense normal variation. Plays pawn takes, pawn takes. It's the French defense exchange variation. Called the exchange variation because they exchange the pawn. Very simple, isn't it? Okay, knight C3. I don't think this is a great move because he can't go there. He can't take the pawn. Can't go there. Doesn't do anything. Anyway, so I was happy with that. So I played C6. That further kills his knight operations. He played bishop D3, so I played bishop D6. So I got these lovely pawns on white squares, and in this case, I've got my bishop covering nice black squares. He played queen to F3, and apparently, I thought, oh, it doesn't look right, but in actual fact, it is. It's the best move. Engine says that's the best move for white. It's amazing, isn't it? Because I thought it was a mistake, and I'm trying to find out why. So that's why I played queen here. Right, so I thought, well, if you can do it, I can do it better. Right, so I'm threatening it to take a pawn off. Anyway, he played bishop E3 and protected it. So I thought, well, okay, I'll take his queen. I'm behind in development, but on the positive side, his knight still can't do anything, right? So he plays knight takes. He's got 4 minor pieces working. I've only got 2. When I say I've got 2 minor pieces working, I'm talking about this bishop and that bishop. They're covering lots of squares. So they're doing good jobs. So I thought I'd play knight there and help this bishop out on the F5 square. He castled. So I played bishop pins knight, right? Just as a quick move, and the idea is to be able to bring this knight out. He played H3. I think that's a wasted time. If you're going to let me take the knight, you don't need to play H3 to force me to take it. So I took it. Anyway, he took back, and I played knight to D7. So, overall analysis, black is better according to the chess evaluation bar. The bar shows more black along the side of the board than white, so black is slightly better. And the reason for that is the 2 pawns. And it would have been a lot worse, except that white's got the 2 bishops. But you've still got to take advantage of it and understand your endgames. Anyway, you played rook to G1. I played king to F8, which is not a bad move. I've still got the initiative according to the evaluation bar, or the evil bar. He played rook there, so I played knight to G6. Now, if he takes the knight, he gives up his good bishop, and I can take with the H pawn, and I'll be on the pawn here. So he doesn't want to take the knight, but at the same time, I've got the knight threatening to go in there. Anyway, so he played rook there, and I thought, what clever move can I play in this position? And I came up with this move, rook to G8. And what that does is that actually holds the pawn, so I can move the knight if I want to. Anyway, he played rook there. So I played knight hits castle. And you can see my minor pieces, these 3 minor pieces along the 6th rank are very effective controlling key squares. Anyway, he played rook there. Remember, he's got a really bad bishop here. See, his pawns are on dark squares, and his bishop is like a pawn. Anyway, he played rook there. It's here that I played bishop here. Now, you might think he could play rook takes knight, and if I take back with the pawn, he can take the bishop off. Well, that's true, but the problem is that if he takes the knight, I could take the bishop first and then recapture with the pawn. So he can't really take the bishop. So, but he does. He takes that one. So I take back. And now look at it. Now look at what he's got. He's even more exposed now that that bishop's no longer connecting the pawn structure, and he's got knight takes pawn's a threat, attacking 2 castles. So he's got real problems. And if I play knight takes bishop check, his pawn takes, he'll have double pawns here and double pawns there. Not good for the endgame against the endgame master. Okay, he played bishop there, and I played knight hits castle just to test him, because I'm on his pawn, I'm on his castle. He's got to do something. Anyway, he played rook there, and I just took his pawn off. As you can see, this is all possible because we just shored up all the key squares and played logical chess move by move. Anyway, he played bishop there. He wanted to stop knight takes pawn. Anyway, so we played rook hits rook, saying, would you like to exchange? Well, he played pawn there. And now he puts the pawn on a dark square. And the knights love to attack dark squares, so we did. We played pawn there first. Pawn here actually stops him jettisoning or getting rid of his f-pawn, right? So he's f-pawn, pawn on f4. So you can't move it or get rid of it. Also, g6 allows my king to develop. Anyway, doubled the rooks, and now I thought, I've got to play a good move here. So I played king to g7. Now, if he swaps the castles off, I've just got 7 pawns, and he's got 6, and they're very weak pawns. So he played king there, and it's in that position. I played rook to b8. And the reason why I play this move is because he doesn't know what to do. He's got no clues what to do. And I thought, well, it's a good move in time trouble. I've got 1 minute 30. He's got 2 minutes 31. Played rook there. He's on the 7th rank. So I just slip back and attack his rook, right? So he played rook there, but he's not threatening rook here, is he? He's not threatening that. So now it's time to challenge his castle. So now his castle's got nowhere to go. Absolutely nowhere. He can't go here because we'll take it off. And if he goes here, well, we'll take it off as well. So he's got to take the castle. So we take back with the castle. Now he plays knight here. Now I can see a mile away that he wants to play. I'm going to the web page. He wants to play knight here and attack this pawn. Okay. So he might as well yell out to me across the internet, "Hey John, I want to play knight to c5," because it's so obvious to me. Right? So all I do is I work out a plan that's going to counter his plan, and in 2 moves' time, his position's going to be even worse again. So I play knight hits pawn. Now he plays knight there. But the problem is, knight takes pawn. I'm threatening his bishop. He hasn't got time to take the pawn. So he played bishop there, and so I played rook c2. So I'm protecting the pawn. His knight's got no future, and I'm attacking another pawn. Well, down to 2 minutes 19, he thinks, I've got to do something. I've got to do something, Johnny. So he played bishop there. So I thought, well, all right, you can go there if you like, but I am not taking the bait. I'm just going to move my knight away, and you've still got to hold your pawn. Your pawn's still weak. So he played pawn there, and now I hit his bishop. His bishop is holding the pawn. What does that mean? Well, his bishop's got to go back, and we take another pawn. And with that, because J. Hookham is rated 2,357, he knows what a lost endgame's like, and he's got 4 pawns, and I've got 7. And 4 pawns can be as strong as a castle in the endgame. Okay, so he gave up because there's no way he can do anything. I might even be threatening to take another pawn. and so also I've now got a runner. My H pawn is a runner for a queen. So good time to resign, Mr. J. Hookham. And J. Hookham was from Scotland. Scotland the brave. I tell you what we should do. Should play the bagpipes, shouldn't we? I could play the bagpipes in honour of J. Hookham. Should I do that? No, I won't do that. I'll go on to iVantage. Advantage. I'll play the bagpipes after the game with Advantage, right? Okay, so we're going to go and find Advantage. We'll go back. But it was a good game about structure and how to place and piece placement, right? How to take advantage of double pawns, how to be patient in chess. Patience is very important. Going into the advanced section, and we're looking for Ivantic. Ivantic? No results found. I'll check it again. It's probably a capital I. Well, I'll find the game. Don't worry about that. No results found. I'll find it. Right. Game history. Looking for Ivantic. 2,336 against Ivantic. That's 39 moves. I played a game against Asa Hoffman and I lost in 39. So all I'm doing is I'm going down the 39 move rule. There's 39. Here's a game against Ivantic, 39 moves. This could be the one. Just going to check. I don't know that that's the game. Yes, it is. This is a good game mainly because there's a nice surprise move, right? Nice surprise move. Anyway, so I'm just going to ask you to find the correct moves to play and everything. Right, here we go. Whoops. Right, here we go. Ivantic 2,336, and Ivantic comes from Serbia. So I imagine his name is Ivantic, right? It's always pronounced Ivantic. Yeah. Gligoric was Serbia or former Yugoslavia's chess champion. I think he won it 26 times or something. The Yugoslav Chess Championship. Of course, they've got Yugoslavia split up now. Not a good thing. Here we go. We're going to play through this game. Advantage. We could do the game review, but we won't do that. We know it's played at 99. I don't know what was the percentage. What was the percentage? Oh, it was 95% accuracy or something. Advantage. Where was it? There's a couple of Advantage games, but this is not the one. I played 2 games against Advantage. I don't know which one it is that I was looking at. Oh no, it was the other one. It was the one here. Wait a second. I think this is the one. I've got his rating here. 23. It was the one where he's 23.36. Yeah, this one. So I played at 85.7% accuracy. Okay, just a lousy 85.7%. Marshall's laughing here. Little Marshall is laughing. And in the background there, we still have our good friends. You can see Grandmaster. What? They've switched it around. Now Kenny's got the crown, Grandmaster Teddy. Oh, I don't know. Crazy men, crazy people. Here we go. It's starting to get a little bit dark here, so I'm going to go through this quickly, this game. And I chose this game for a reason, right? I've always got a reason for why I choose games. Sometimes it's because they're instructive. Sometimes it's because there's a good end game for training purposes. Sometimes I'll choose a game for a good attack, or sometimes I'll choose a game for some spectacular fireworks or something like that, right? Okay, so there we go. Knight f3, it's the reti. Knight f6 is played, d4, play g6. I just want to fan shadow and castle quickly, which is what I've done. I've achieved that. He played e5, e4. And with that, he's actually blocking his bishop, so it doesn't present a problem. So I played d6. He played h3. He doesn't want me to play bishop here and take the knight. So it's logical. So I played c5. And the whole idea is if he takes the pawn, I can just always check here and recapture the pawn. And black's got a very playable game. Anyway, he played e5. With that, we played knight to d7. We're attacking all his pawns. And he played pawn to e6. So he's trying to attack me and take advantage of my squares, my white squares near my king. So I played pawn takes pawn. He played pawn takes, but I played knight takes pawn, right? Now with knight takes pawn, I'm on his good bishop, which is attacking my pawns. So now black has got a big winning advantage. He played castles. So he took his good bishop. He played queen takes. I played knight c6. I'm just controlling the square now twice. So I've got good square control and lots of pawns in the middle. Played knight there. Here I could see a few little tricks and stuff like that by him. So, for instance, I can't play pawn here because he can play check and knight check and win the exchange. So I played h6. It weakens my king. Played knight there, and with that I played e5. Right? So I'm actually encouraging him now to do something. He played g4. He wants to stop my bishop going here. So I played knight to d4. And the whole idea now is I want to attack him somehow. I don't know how. I thought I'll just put that there and let him worry. I've also got knight here and knight there. That's possible. Anyway, he played pawn there. So I played d4, d5, attacking his knight. His knight went back, and then I was happy with that. So I played rook to f6. Maybe he could play pawn here, but it looks really weak for his king. Anyway, so he played knight there. He wants to remove my knight in the centre of the board. Very noble thing. It's here. I played knight takes knight check. Probably might not be the best move, right? Another move that would have been possible was pawn here. He takes with the queen, but don't forget, I've got 2, 4, 6, 7 pawns. He's got 6, and I've got the 2 bishops. So I played rook over there. Whole idea is I just on the c pawn. And he played pawn there, so he's protecting his c pawn. Anyway, so I played g5. I want to fix this pawn down, fix it down so it can't go forwards. And he played knight to d2. So I played b6. Now my plan is to get this bishop on this diagonal. Played knight there. It doesn't do anything. And with that, I played bishop to b7. So all I'm doing is I'm overprotecting that pawn. This pawn is adequately protected. He played bishop e3. Excellent move. I played a5. My plan, I'm threatening bishop here to attack his queen and his castle. He played rook to d1, so I played e6. Hello, just doing a video. I'll ring you back. Right, so played e6. Right, he played queen to f2. f2. And now he's on that pawn. He just wants to put pressure on the pawn. You know, I played queen to f6. And I had ideas that if he takes the pawn, I might be able to take that one. Might be able to. Or just put him under pressure. Or even there's a little trick move there. If he takes the pawn here, I can push the pawn on his knight, and then if he goes back, I might be able to play something else. Anyway, it doesn't seem to quite work, but just anything to worry him. He played pawn there, so he's trying to stop my pawn moving forward. Very noble. So I played rook hits pawn. And I thought, well, take the damn pawn, buddy. I want to take this one. Anyway, so what he does is he plays king to g2. And as you can see, it's a logical move. It protects the pawn, doesn't it? So what move would you play in this position? That is today's chess school problem. Straight out of the chess.com puzzles book. So what move would you play in this position? Well, if you said pawn to d4, you might have been right. And you say, oh, but he's attacking that pawn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times he's attacking that pawn. Why would you push that pawn? Right? So if you thought, why would you push that pawn? I pushed it. Anyway, so that was the move. And he took the pawn off. Well, surprise, surprise. So what move would you play in this position? So I'm going to give you a few seconds to work out what you're going to do now. Remember, you're giving away a pawn in the middle of the board. So what move would you play in this position? Be honest with yourself. Tell yourself what move you would play. So imagine you've got 2 minutes and 51 seconds on the clock, and you have to come up with a move against Ivan Antic. 2,336 from Serbia. And it's your move. What move would you play? Time's up. Oh, gee, I'll give you a little bit more time. Just a little bit more time, right? Only because the little bear says he's going to go for a milk break. Chase is watching. Right, now here we go. The correct move, the move that I played was queen takes pawn check. And you say, oh yeah, John, but hold on, he'll take your queen and then he wins a castle. Well, he's got to take the queen. He's got no choice. But then we open up the diagonal. Now we can see why we pushed the pawn here and gave the pawn up, because we've got this secret move. Rook checks. That's right. Now you can't put the queen back because it's pinned against the king. Okay. Anyway, he played rook to d2. It's in this position we played rook takes queen. And now, in this position, he played rook takes rook. Well, we gave him a check. He went there, and we took a knight. And now we've got two bishops and a castle against his two castles. Anyway, he played rook there. So we took a pawn with check. Never miss a pawn with check. He moved forwards. Pawn takes pawn check. That's not a good move. Anyway, now he played king here. Now the best move is probably rook check. It's probably the best. I didn't play that move. I played bishop there. It's okay. He played rook there, and that's in this position I played rook checks. Well, he went back, and I played bishop hits castle, but I've got a problem or two here, and that is he played rook hits bishop, so I gave him a check. I want to cut this castle off the file. He moved king there, so we gave him another pawn check, And it's in this position he's only got one move. He can't take the castle, it's protected by the bishop. Can't take the pawn, can't go here because of this bishop. Must go here, and rook checks, checkmate. And that's how the game ended. So it was a lovely, lovely queen sacrifice. And so I saved that for last, just for you guys, right? And so we go back to that position. King e3, we're right back here. C takes d4. Right, so that was the key move was d4. And d4, and what that d4 move does is it opens up the bishop. Right, so he's got a real problem there. So we know that if he takes the pawn, we can play queen takes pawn check. So could he have played, the big question is, could he have played a move like bishop here? Well, I don't know about that either. We could have played pawn takes pawn. Could have played pawn takes pawn. Or we could have just played some other move. I wonder if rook takes pawn works. Almost works. But basically he didn't do that. But that may have been his best chance, but it still looks pretty dubious. I think I'd still play pawn takes pawn. And I'd be threatening something. And he could take with the bishop, try to lock me off. But I'd still have a move like rook takes bishop. Now, I think I'd still be winning. Rook takes bishop. I can't play pawn here. I can't play pawn there because he'll take my queen. So I can play rook takes bishop, I suppose. But it's a different game. So anyway, he missed it. But king g2, d4. He takes the pawn. After all, it's a blitz game. And then we play this queen takes f3 check. It's all forced after that. Queen takes, then rook c2 check because the pawn is moved from c3 square to d4. We played rook to d2. We played rook takes f3. I don't know that that's the best move. If rook takes c2, rook takes e3, king f2, rook takes b3. And now basically he's dead. Rook c7. We jump in here. c7. Rook to b2 check. He moved forwards. He didn't want to go backwards. So we'd take another pawn with check. And there's a little bit of a trap there for him. If he goes here, and say you tried rook check here, if he goes up here, he gets mated in the middle of the board. That could have been a very pretty checkmate. But I could have played that rook check, but then he could have played king here. Then, of course, I could play rook check, and then after rook takes rook, I could play pawn takes, and that's just a clear win with 2, 4, 5, 6 pawns, threatening a big check here. And that would be the end of him. So he's got to play rook here. And then, of course, we could just play king up or bishop here, threatening bishop takes pawn or something. And there's no moves for him. There are no moves. He hasn't got any play. The two bishops are just simply too strong with the extra pawns. And the pawn on the 6th rank keeps his king from doing any damage as well. I'd like to thank everybody for coming in today. I'd like to thank Grandmaster Kenny, Grandmaster Teddy, and I'd like to thank Paw Patrol. I'd like to thank Chase. I'd like to thank Chess Dragon, and Chess Dragon is actually Uncommon King, and Uncommon King actually donated Marshall and Chase from Paw Patrol. So there we go. I was very happy with him. I just love Marshall. I love Marshall, and almost as much as I love Teddy. That's a big thing. Sorry, Teddy, but Teddy's been with me a long time. and Marshall's new, but still, I love Marshall. I love Marshall. I love Marshall. Teddy won't get jealous though. He doesn't get jealous. Big thumbs up for the video, please. Oh, it's my birthday. It's my birthday. My birthday's on the 29th of September, 2000 and this year. That's right. Your birthday's on every year, isn't it? Right. If you're still alive. Yeah, my birthday, 29th of September, so it's not quite a birthday video. It's not quite a birthday video, so yeah, but it's my birthday then. So we'll just see how we go. You can't even play rook here there. You can't even attack that because the bishop check wins the rook. So it's a pretty bad state of affairs. And so thumbs up if you like the video, and you get note. And if you do that, if you subscribe for free on YouTube, you get notifications of more videos to come. If you want to donate to my channel, though, if you're one of those people that don't mind paying a little bit for content, for creative content, then what you could do is my PayPal link is in the video description. It means a lot to me. Some people make a small donation. If everybody would make a donation of $5 or $1 or something like that, I've got over 1,000 regular subscribers, and if they just donated $1, that'd be $1,000, and I could make lots of videos and free me up so much more. Thank you very much. God bless you all. That's a big one. It's the most important thing that I can do for you is to say God bless you. God bless your country, whatever it may be, whether it be Iran or Turkey or Israel or United States, Australia, whether it be France or England. I love the people of the world. I love the world chess community. And I love you all you guys that support my channel by just watching and viewing the videos. And I like to bring enjoyment to you. So my birthday, 29th of September. If you want to come in and say hello, I stream chess pretty regularly. I'm a chess.com streamer. And and the other thing too is if there's part of the video you like to clip, right? You know, you're one of those clip artists. Don't forget, if there's one particular part of the video you'd like to clip, yeah, I love clip videos, and I'll put them on TikTok and all sorts of things. So I love your clip art. So please, please, please don't think that I'd be unhappy if you clipped part of my video, even when I'm going crazy and acting silly and everything. Right, so thank you again. I'm going to go now. I talk too much. I'll lose my voice, and I've got to ring my wife back. God bless you. Bye-bye. Love you all. And with that, we're going to end our